At 95 years old, after nearly a century of life, legendary filmmaker Clint Eastwood has finally said something that sent quiet shockwaves through Hollywood. Not about movies, not about fame, but about how parents in Hollywood are raising their children, and why he believes some have gotten it terribly wrong. For decades, Eastwood was known as the man who said very little but meant every word. From the silent gunslinger in Sergio Leone's westerns to the relentless cop in Dirty Harry, his characters rarely needed speeches to command attention. Yet now, at an age when most legends fade into silence, Eastwood is reflecting on something far more personal: fatherhood. Born in 1930 during the Great Depression, Eastwood's childhood was anything but glamorous. His family moved constantly while his father searched for work. Those early struggles shaped a young boy who learned independence early. Long before Hollywood ever noticed him, he worked ordinary jobs: lifeguard, steel mill worker, even serving in the U.S. Army during the Korean War era. That background gave him a perspective many stars never had. When fame finally arrived through the television series Rawhide, and later exploded worldwide with films like The Good, The Bad and The Ugly, Eastwood never forgot where he came from. But behind the iconic roles and Oscar-winning films like Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby, Eastwood was also raising a large and complicated family. Over the years, he became the father of 8 children. His philosophy with them was simple but firm: life isn't supposed to be easy. And that belief is exactly what led to his recent remarks that many believe were aimed at fellow filmmaker Rob Reiner. Without attacking anyone directly, Eastwood spoke about a growing trend he sees in Hollywood parenting. In his calm, deliberate way, he explained that too many parents today try to protect their children from every difficulty. Eastwood put it bluntly: "Life isn't gentle," he said, "and pretending it is doesn't help anyone grow." Those who know Eastwood say his approach to parenting was always about independence. He encouraged his children to find their own paths, whether it was music like his son Kyle or filmmaking like his daughter Allison. He didn't demand they follow in his footsteps. Instead, he wanted them to stand on their own feet. That's where his philosophy seems to diverge from what he sees in parts of Hollywood today. There's a difference between loving your child and shielding them from every uncomfortable truth, Eastwood explained. If you protect them from every failure, they grow up expecting the world to bend for them. Many listeners interpreted this as a subtle critique of parenting styles in Hollywood circles, including those associated with Reiner's family. But Eastwood never turned it into a personal attack. In fact, he openly acknowledged Reiner's talent as a filmmaker. Yet he made one point very clear: being a great director doesn't automatically make you a great father. For Eastwood, parenting isn't about applause or public approval. It's about allowing children to struggle, make mistakes, and discover who they truly are. That idea mirrors the themes found in many of his films: stories about responsibility, consequences, and personal growth. Now, at 95, Eastwood no longer seems concerned with Hollywood politics or public opinion. Instead, he speaks with the quiet authority of someone who has lived through nearly a century of change. And his final message might be the simplest and most powerful lesson of all. You don't raise strong people by making life easy, Eastwood said. You raise them by teaching them how to face it.